First up, how significant a win is this, given the fact that India had lost the T20s and the one-dayers before this to South Africa?
Extremely important, extremely significant, because as you said, they had lost the T20 series as well as the one-day series. Therefore, to recover, to pick themselves up and beat the #1 ranked test team in the world in such a comprehensive manner, it speaks volumes about the character of this team and the way they have been led, the way they have been managed as well. I think it really speaks volumes of they wanted so badly to turn the tables on the South Africans.
Right, Mr. Gavaskar, the South Africans, of course, are known to be very good travellers, and it's taken them 9 years to lose an overseas test series. Would you say then their dominance, perhaps, in overseas tests are now coming to an end?
Well, I think now a lot of test teams are having pretty much similar standards. So I think on a given time, they will not be able to dominate. I believe the era of dominance of one team is pretty much gone. You'll probably have it for a year or for 2 years, but for 9 years or for 18 years, like the West Indies had, I think those kind of years of dominance will be rarely seen now.
All right. Mr. Gavaskar, now, when Virat was speaking with the press after that test match, he said that it's all about, in this match, the batsmen have not having been able to play their shots well because the ball wasn't doing anything crazy in the Nagpur pitch. 2 tests done, Mohali and Nagpur now, both finishing in less than 3 days. Are you still of the opinion that there were no demons in the pitch whatsoever and it was just the batsmen who failed to apply themselves?
Yes, I mean Hashim, Amla in fact, 2 places actually proved it today, day 3, not day 1, not day 2, day 3. Day 3, the pitch everywhere, you would expect the pitch on day 3 and day 4 to get even worse. But what Amla and Plessis showed was with good technique, great determination and playing low, particularly on Indian pitches. On pitches in South Africa and in Australia, you've got to play high. But on India pitches, you've got to play low, get close to the ball. I think they showed there were no demons in the pitch.
But test matches across the world, actually, not just when they're being played here, finishing off earlier than 5 days. We've seen matches in the Ashes also finish 3 days. Is this a good sign? Is it a good thing for test cricket?
Well, I think you certainly don't want test matches which are ending in draws, unless, of course, they are ending in draws where the team batting 4th wins with maybe just a few overs left or saves the match. Then I think that becomes an exciting test match. But I think what has happened over the years is because batsmen particularly are playing a lot of limited overs cricket, the ability to build an innings to score that 250, 300 over a period of a day and a half is now getting lesser and lesser. And that is one of the reasons why you'll find the moment the ball starts to do a little bit, whether it is seaming or whether it is spinning, the batsmen want to counter attack.
Right.
Now, that's not always easy. What Amla and Plessis showed was if you show a little bit of patience, you can get those big double hundreds. But I think that skill is eroding just a little bit.
All right. While we are speaking of pitches, Mr. Gavaskar, I'd like to bring up a quote given by former Indian captain Rahul Dravid, and he's speaking about pitches in India as well. Rahul Dravid was speaking to ESPN Cricket 4, and he says that in the Ranji Trophy this year, teams are producing poor wickets, square turners where the matches are finishing in 2 to 3 days. It's not good for the health of Indian cricket. At the Ranji Trophy level, where we're looking to prepare players for the international stages, having wickets like this is a waste of time, energy and money. Your comments on that, sir?
Well, normally I wouldn't want to react to other people's comments because they are totally entitled to their comments. Okay. But I agree over here wholeheartedly with what Rahul Dravid is saying. And my honest advice to all those at the various associations who are only being short-sighted about their teams getting the points and qualifying for the Ranji Trophy,
right,
that are they helping Indian cricket? And that is a question that the under-19 coach Rahul Dravid has very, very correctly raised, and I think that is something that needs to be addressed. I think at the test level, you can prepare the kind of pitch that you feel is good for your team. But at the first class level, I'm not sure that's great for Indian cricket.
Right, because that's where the players are coming from. And of course, while we are talking about the Nagpur test, we have to talk about the man who took 12 wickets in that match, R. Ashwin. Would you say that R. Ashwin is now the world's best spinner?
You took the words from my mouth. You absolutely took the words from my mouth. There's no question. Look at the way he set A.B. de Villiers up for his dismissal today. That was absolutely terrific bowling. I mean, it was a joy to watch. The way he first bowled the sharp off spinner, then anticipating, because bowling is also about reading the batsman's mind. What is he likely to do? And that he did superbly by bowling the carom ball, the flicker, as de Villiers stepped out. De Villiers had to hurriedly kick it away. The next ball again was a flicker. And there again he outthought de Villiers, because he knew that de Villiers, now having stepped out that far, wouldn't do that he would be rooted to the crease. Terrific, terrific, absolutely delight to watch that dismissal.
All right. Full marks to R. Ashwin there, but quick word, Mr. Gavaskar, even though we won a famous test series, is there some introspection for the Indian batsmen to do? We're playing in home conditions where we're known to bat well, but the highest score in this match was 41. No 50 from any Indian batsman.
Well, I think for all the 3 test matches that we've seen so far, the batting of both the teams has been below par. And both the teams have got world-class batsmen. So it is a bit about patience. I think if you have a look at the dismissals from the first test to over here of both the teams, you will find that very seldom has a bowler bowled an unplayable delivery or a peach of a delivery. More times it has been the batsmen who've picked the wrong ball to hit, and therefore got themselves. So it's a worry, not just for the South Africans, but for the Indians.
All right, some introspection then perhaps for the Indian batsmen as well when they move to Delhi for the 4th test. Mr. Gavaskar, thank you so much for joining us from Nagpur.